The secret is about to be revealed and it's coming out on this video, and I am so excited that you decided to come along with me for this announcement. And it is our one non-Disney World trip that we take every year. And if you've been following along for any amount of time, you've been looking at all the clues, the little scavenger hunts, and everybody has posted and a guest, and some of you are correct, and there's one lucky person that's going to win a $50 gift card, and I'm so excited to share the information with you guys. So if you are not a normal friend of mine on here, let's go ahead and just be friends. Welcome to the family, subscribe to the channel. So without further ado, let me tell you where we are about to go. And by the time this video posts, we're actually either leaving or about to leave in a couple days. So it just depends on how patient I can be with posting this video. So without further ado, we are going to Disney's Aulani in Hawaii. I am so excited. I cannot even explain. I never thought that we would be able to go to Hawaii. And I'm so excited that you are here on this video, because if you're just here for the info, you're just here for the adventure, or if you are planning on, or maybe think that you want to go to Hawaii, this video is totally for you. And I'm so excited that you're here to share the excitement with me and my family. So let's hop into this, because I'm gonna show you and I'm going to tell you guys all the things that we're doing, because our itinerary, our planning tool, yes, I made an Aulani planning tool just like I did for all you friends that go to Disney World, and we're gonna go over it. So let's jump into this and let's go over everything that we're gonna be doing in Hawaii. So let's chat about why I chose Hawaii and Aulani, like that specific resort, besides us being a Disney family. So every April since my husband and I were married, we go on a trip, a vacation, and that is our anniversary. So our anniversary is on April 28th, and we like to go somewhere. So we've been to Mexico, we've been to Dominican Republic a couple times. Sometimes we will just go down to Florida to the beach or something like that. Like, we do like to set our anniversary trip aside from all the Walt Disney World trips that we go on, because we do go there so often, and it just makes it a little special in celebrating our anniversary. So we were looking at all of these all-inclusive resorts to which we love going. Like, when I think about a very free-spirited experience for our anniversary, or just like, even when you're thinking about a budget, like all-inclusives are so nice, because if Annie wants 5 pina coladas in one day, well, you go, girl. But versus when we're at Disney World and she wants a pina colada, it's $8 a pop. And that adds up. So it just, like, always in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh gosh, it's gonna be costing this much, or kind of figuring out, am I staying within my budget? So that's really where we started off at. And then I was like, you know, I really don't want to go out of the country this trip. Like, I felt just this urge to stay in the States. Being an annual pass holder for Walt Disney World, I knew that there was a promotion running, and it was up to 35% off for annual pass holder guests going to Aulani. So I text my travel agent, Sarah, and if you are in the market for a travel agent, all things Disney, and she also does Universal, I'll have her stuff in the description box, because I'm telling you, she has been my right-hand man. Like, because all of this is very new to me. This is the first time that we're going to Hawaii, first time that we're going to Aulani. So it's different because Disney World, she kind of works alongside me and just helps fill in the gaps and supports whatever our goals are. But this is all new ground to me, and I am just like, honey, take the wheel and help the sister out. And so I text our travel agent, Sarah, and was like, hey, this is my budget. I'm not going a penny over, but just for funsies, like, how much would it be to go to Hawaii, Aulani? And so she was like, okay, let's check this out. And she got the price and was like, does that mean like including flights? I'm like, listen, sister, the budget is this. That includes flight, like everything. So she sent me the total and I was like, you know, that's really, really close to the budget. Like we really don't want to go over. And so I started looking up different options for flights, different airports that are in our surrounding area. So we are actually in central Kentucky and our home airport is Lexington, Kentucky. We don't typically like to do the drive to Louisville or northern Kentucky or like the Cincinnati area. And so the Cincinnati airport actually made this all possible because the flight was saving me $1,000 just to drive 2 hours up north, $1,000. So I'm like, okay, this is like a possibility. So we're just our way of thinking, and God bless my husband, because it's always Sarah and I against Tyler, and he's used to it now. He knows if we're texting, he's like, oh God, how much money are we about to spend? Because she's fantastic. We are a good duo. So if you need a duo partner to really convince your husband to get on board, Sarah's your girl. She was like, went ahead and booked it for you. We can always cancel it if Tyler is not on board, but like I just want to make sure that you have the reservation and we can always cancel it and you can get your deposit back. And I'm like, perfect. So I come home and I'm like, oh my God, guess what? Congratulations, we're going to Hawaii. And that was around the time that we lost Henry too. And so I actually told him, I'm like, oh my God, can you believe Henry's going to Hawaii with us? And that's how I broke it to him. We never really asked him. I was just like, congratulations, this is your vacation for our anniversary. So that's how I broke it to Tyler. And then he was like, okay, what's logistics? And he was really on his way out of the door to go to work. And I was like, hey, this is the flight. And he was like, okay, good, great, sounds good, like, bye. So that was that was pretty much a yes, right? Like, was that a yes? Too bad, too late, too sad. So I went ahead and booked our flight, and then I just sent him the itinerary. So that is how we ended up going to Hawaii. Kind of like this was such a super fast decision too, because Sarah got such a good deal for us because we're staying in a studio. Which also comes with the kitchenette. So, but more to come on like our accommodations, but I definitely wanted to share like why we chose Hawaii and like the fun story as to how it came about. So this is the fun part of the video where I am gonna go through all of our plans, and I've bought all of our tickets, I've made our reservations, we are good to go, and I'm super excited to share all the things and like every small detail that I have planned because I've had to do some research, and Sarah has really had to hold my hand during this entire process, but I think I've got some really, really great plans for us. So we are staying a week in Hawaii. We will be flying out and going through Delta. We're flying Delta. Our layover is in Atlanta, and if you did not know, it's going to be a 13-hour day. A travel day. And that should be a very, very interesting travel day vlog, because that's another thing that I'm having to research and like really, really expand my knowledge and thought process, because I've only been on a flight one time for 9 hours, and that was from Atlanta to Lima, Peru for a mission trip. And so I've experienced a long flight before, personally, but I will be with two individuals that have never experienced a flight that long, which is my husband and my 4-year-old daughter, Annie. I'm planning all of this out, so make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and stay tuned for all of that on how to fly long flights with your child, because I feel pretty confident. We travel quite a bit during the year, but I just have to like times it by 20. And I think we got a good plan. But anyway, so we will be flying. Our flight from here is at 7 in the morning. We fly to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta to Honolulu, we will land in Honolulu at 1:30 p.m. And so when we fly out at 7 in the morning, that's going to be 1 in the morning in Honolulu. So we've got to go through this time difference type of thing and work through that. But at least we have like kind of a half a day left in Hawaii, and my hope is that we will be able to sleep and rest while on the plane. And then on our way back, we have a red eye. So we will be leaving Honolulu at 3:30 p.m. and then landing, I think, in Atlanta at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be able to sleep through the entire night all the way to Atlanta, and then we'll fly back home. And I think we were supposed to arrive at like 11:30 or something like that. So it's all about like organizing our sleep, and it was strategic on like the times that I chose. Speaking of arrival and kind of transportation, let's talk about how we're getting to and from the airport. And I'll put this little nugget in there for you guys. We are actually going with a private black car service transportation. I feel like it's just going to be a little bit easier because we do plan on golfing in Hawaii. And so the shuttles going through Aulani, they actually have rules against golf bags. And actually it was a really tough situation trying to figure out what service was going to be able to accommodate us, all of our luggage, and our golf bags, because my husband's bringing his, I'm bringing mine. Annie's will just kind of go in my travel case. But there was a lot of research that we had to do to find someone that was credible, but also that would accommodate our luggage. And then my husband also suggested that we had a chauffeur. We typically have chauffeurs on our trips to Disney World, but especially for this long of a trip, he's like, please, like, I don't want to have to handle, you know, the family's luggage, and plus we're going to be outnumbered with baggage. So we actually paid an additional service for someone to meet us at the carousel and help us and assist us to get our luggage to the bell services at Aulani. So the service that we chose to go with was Top Limousine service, and it's not a limousine, but they do have different types of cars and accommodations, and they do have car seats available. And I think it was something like a $10 charge for the car seat. So that is who we chose for our transportation to and from the airport. When we arrive to Aulani, I did reach out to a local florist who makes custom Hawaiian leis, and she is going to deliver these leis for all three of us. And then additional, like, I saw all of her things on Instagram, and I'll put her Instagram in the description box below as well if you just wanted to see for reference, like, her beautiful creations of these flowers. But whenever I was placing my order with her, I'm like, I just cannot decide because all of your creations are just so beautiful. She didn't even have to talk me into it. So we got 3 necklace leis, and then I got Annie and I flower crowns also. I just couldn't resist. So she will be delivering those the day that we arrive. And my husband's like, why are you getting that again? Well, because I'm going to Hawaii for the first time and I want the full experience. I need a real lei. And he's like, I'm not gonna wear that. I'm like, did you not wear the fake lei whenever we got to the Polynesian and they like put them on us? Like, these are way better. So he will be wearing it. He will be a good sport because I paid money on it. But anyway, gorgeous, like straight up beautiful pieces, and I have to have them. And I'm hoping to get some really good pictures like on the beach with all of us wearing our leis. I've got to figure that part out of like what we can wear, because I do have a resort wear and slash, and this is like really out of my comfort zone, but I know this is needed because I know personally how hard it is trying to find a bathing suit for the summer that's mom friendly. So it's gonna be out of my comfort zone, but to come is a video for like resort wear and mom friendly bathing suits. So it's to come. But anyway, I gotta find our outfits for those pictures, but got the leis, ordered, and they will be delivered to Aulani as well. We're here, we're at Aulani. What type of room are we staying in? So I know I mentioned that we are staying in a studio room. And so this is not like a normal like hotel room. The studios are more so like a part of like the Disney Vacation Club. We are not renting on this trip because it was just too late. Like I booked too late. But if you are interested in saving 40 to 60% off at Aulani and or at really any Disney resort, check out the link below because that does also work at Aulani, but it's going to be more so like a DVC room, and it's a studio. Like I said, it's got a small kitchenette. That means it comes with a microwave, small sink, it comes with dishes, an actual real refrigerator with like a small freezer in there. Like it's not like a real refrigerator that's like super, super tall, but it's like a mini fridge, I guess we can call that. Comes with like dish soap, your dishes. It makes life super, super easy. And what I do plan on doing is doing some sort of grocery order. I think I might just stick with Amazon Fresh because I'm familiar with doing the Amazon Fresh delivery like we do at Disney World. But I do plan on having some snacks in the room and popcorn or things that we can heat up in the microwave, or we can have breakfast in the room if we were trying to save money. So really, really nice that we do have the studio room. And then I think we just got the cheaper view. Like we don't have an ocean room. Maybe like we'll get pixie dust, pray to God, we'll get pixie dust and maybe we'll get an ocean room, but we did pay for the cheaper view, and I think it might be like garden view, which I'm sure is still gorgeous with the vegetation in Hawaii. Like I'm sure it's chef kiss, but that is the room that we'll be staying in. Obviously I don't know what building we'll be in. Super, super excited to give you all a room tour once we get there. Let's go over all the fun that we have planned and all the tickets that I bought, all the reservations I've got going on. Let's just go ahead and jump into this. Of course, my planning tool. This is what I'm living by to organize my life. I had it planned like what I was hoping for, and then once I went into the reservation stages, then kind of moved things around to accommodate that. So the first day that we get there, like I already mentioned, like it's going to be like a half a day. We're just gonna explore. I have nothing planned besides the leis arriving that day. And then on the next day, again, nothing planned. I really want to be able to explore the resort, enjoy the resort, and just kind of figure out like what we love best and just let it be our exploration day. If Annie wants to just be at the beach all day or the lagoon, and that's one thing that's really special about Disney's Aulani is like it's got its own lagoon for the Disney resort guest. So if she wants to play in the pool all day, sure, let's do it. So kind of letting her do whatever she wants to do that day. And then the next day is when our plans start. So that morning I got us a character breakfast. Yep, they've got character breakfasts at Disney's Aulani Resort. And it's going to be friends such as Stitch. Why would Stitch not be there? So Stitch is going to be with us at breakfast, and boy, oh boy, does the breakfast look amazing. It's like Disney World times 10 million looking at the videos that I've seen and the pictures that I've seen. Like the breakfast looks amazing. And also, let me go ahead and preface, at this point going forward, I am learning all the new names and very not familiar with the way that they pronounce things in Hawaii. So I am trying. I appreciate your grace. So the restaurant that this is called is Makiki. I hope that's right. So I got the reservation for that, and the reservations are super, super different than how they are at Disney World and or Disneyland. So whenever we book reservations, like dining reservations at the parks, we do 60 days out and for the length of our stay. So what's different about Disney's Aulani is it's 30 days per day. So on our arrival day, like the 30 days out of our arrival day, I'm like, I know that I want to have breakfast on this day, so how come is it not showing up? And then I text my travel agent. She was like, oh no, 30 days out per day. Per day, not the length of your stay. So if you're wanting to get a dining reservation, and also like they don't have as many dining options, of course, as the parks do, but if you're trying to get a dining reservation multiple times throughout the week, you're gonna have to do it every morning of your 30 days out. So that's one tip that I will give you that is extremely different than what we are used to. A few other characters that I have seen mention on the internet would be Mickey Mouse, of course, Goofy, I've seen Max put on there, and like Pluto. But also the other cool thing about Aulani is that they do have meet and greets all over the resort with like characters such as Moana, like of course she belongs there. So really excited to have breakfast with our character friends. It doesn't really matter like what character is there. Like I'm just excited to see somebody that I know over a delicious looking breakfast. Then of that evening, it's actually our anniversary. So like that's our Disney breakfast anniversary gift or whatever. The plan is to go golfing at the resort. So it's not actually Disney's golf course, but we're gonna go golfing. We're a golfing family. We like to go golfing at Walt Disney World. Annie's starting to golf. She has her own clubs. So that's something fun that we just like to do and would be a different perspective or journey for you guys to come along with us while in Hawaii. And also, like, my husband was like, oh God, it's so expensive. Like, do we really want to spend that kind of money? I'm like, who goes to Hawaii that golfs and doesn't golf? Like, you can say, oh, I golfed in Hawaii. Just do it once in your lifetime. That way you can just say, oh yeah, I golfed in Hawaii once. Like, that seems like a cool like conversation starter. The next day, the plan that we have is to go to a luau. This is gonna be another one of those things that I'm like, honey, we cannot go to Hawaii and not participate or go to a luau. Like, this is insanity if we don't go to a luau. So just up there with the same thing as like, we have to wear real lace from a localist and we have to go golfing. So we're gonna go to a luau. So I already bought our luau tickets. We're gonna go to the one at Disney. It does have native Hawaiians there that will go on a journey and share that with us. In addition, mixing in like the Disney magic and Disney characters. They also will provide our food, so it's like a show over dinner. And from the likes of it, it looks like they provide a really, really nice meal accommodating young children as well. We did opt for the more expensive tickets, and I did that because of you guys. Like, I wanted to make sure that if I was going all the way to Hawaii, that I was gonna give you all the best opportunity to show you the luau to see if it truly is worth it for you and your family. So I actually paid a little bit extra for the priority seating to be able to get really, really good footage for you guys. Now, we're not there yet. I can't compare the standard seating versus the priority seating or if it is worth it. Like, I don't know yet. That's all the more reason for you just to hit the subscribe button and follow along. Make sure the bell notification is on so you can kind of weigh the two, because I also am extremely interested in this. And the perk of this is that you're going to get like a real life first timers perspective that I am truly going to give you the honest opinion. The next day I do have really full, not full, but like I have 2 plans on there that could take, actually maybe 3, that could take up a little bit of our time. But one of the most exciting parts is Pearl Harbor. And I am thrilled to go. I already bought our tickets for that. I bought them through the link on Disney's website. I did shop around to see like what would be more budget friendly. And then also I did not think that it was probably in our family's best interest to be spending all day there. Like, there's some tours that are for 8 hours. And I just simply don't think that Annie would be engaged for that long. And she'd be like, so when are we going back to the beach and playing in the water? Like, I just know her. So it was a mixture of what is the smallest tour, like a duration type of standpoint, and the price. I didn't want to spend too much money because also if Annie hated it, I wouldn't be devastated. So I did use the link from the Disney website and went through that I guess company where they will also pick us up down in the lobby. I think it said 8 a.m. that we have to meet them down there. And then I also prioritized that because really the priority of what I wanted to see when we go to Pearl Harbor is the Arizona. Like I want to be able to go out there to that memorial and pay tribute and honor them. So that I'm like really super excited. And might I note that I never truly thought that going to Hawaii would ever be a thing that we could do. I'm like, it's so far out there. Flights from the East Coast are just so expensive. Like I know Hawaii is really expensive. Like the living expenses are really high because obviously you're on a island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So I was like, you know, I don't know when the next time that we're going to be going to Hawaii is. And so I just have to go to Pearl Harbor. And also my grandparents were in the Navy, and I've always heard stories of them and seen pictures of them, and I just think it's super cool to be able to go to and again like honor those that have lost their lives and or you know fought for the country. So super excited. I believe that the tour is like 3 or 4 hours long, so something that we'll be able to you know go, not feel rushed, but also at the end of the day, Annie's not gonna be like, please, for the love of God, can we just leave? But they do have like a museum there. You can see the other memorial sites so that you can see options, but that is what we went with for the tour. And then later that evening, I do need to check. This is the only thing that I have not got in stone, is I want to go back to Makiki and have dinner there. So that's to come. I still need to keep on checking reservations to see, and if it's anything like Disney World, I'm sure something will pop up. But the other thing that I'm super pumped about is, you know how Disney World has Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and like Disneyland has Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and all the Disney cruises, they have Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. Well, Disney Aulani has a princess makeover place in the spa area. And they have different options, like so many different options that are like super neat for makeovers. So like there's one package that they can do like a makeover like in it, and they can pick out like a swimwear. There's one like a pre-luau type of makeover. There's one with like a cute little dress. There's like a special collection for like I guess a luxury designer. There's a makeover for like making them Moana. But of course, Annie, when I gave her all the options, guess what she did? She picked the most expensive one. And she wants the princess makeover. So, and that's what I got her. So she's going to be a princess, and she chose Ariel. So I am so excited. We have done Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique every year since she was 3. So as soon as she was 3, we did Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and we had such an amazing time. Is that what you got? That's amazing. Great choice. We have done Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique twice. We did it for her 3rd birthday, we did it for her 4th birthday, and I'm sure we'll do it for her 5th birthday. So she is a princess girly. She loves the dressing up. She loves the glittery makeup and all the things. So we're gonna be doing Aulani's version of Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and that I am absolutely stoked about. And Annie, she's gonna be just thrilled. But I wanted, the time slot that I got for that was 4:30, and so I'm hoping that we can dress her up in her princess and then have dinner directly after that at Makiki. So like dress her up for dinner. So that's my plan. I just have to try to get it. And I wonder if, now that I'm talking to you guys about it, I wonder if I could do the mouse dining for it, like the alerts, like mousedining.com. I probably should look into that so I can get an alert and hopefully try to hop on that. A couple other things to note while we are there, and a part of our like loosey-goosey plans would be, I have heard and read that there's like a Costco around there. So if you need to buy some groceries, or if you have like a 1, 2, 3 bedroom villa and like a full kitchen, that could be an option for you. And then also I'm really excited to just kind of go with the flow on this vacation and really explore local restaurants and or stores. We thought about also going over to Waikiki. I know that the Dole Plantation is there. And so like, these are like our loosey-goosey, hey, you know, like why not we just run over there? So we have some things in our back pocket that we may want to try, and or like I really do want to kind of experience the Hawaiian culture, and I hear that going to Honolulu or Waikiki is the place to do it. I've heard it's also crazy busy, but that will be we'll figure that part out. But like we're really excited for this to be like our loosey-goosey vacation versus what we're used to. I go to Walt Disney World with an itinerary because like of my vlogging. So that's what I'm really excited about with this upcoming trip, because I'm exploring it for the first time. And so I will be able to give first time experiences and perspective of going. So like, I'm really excited to explore along with you guys for the very first time. And if you have been to Hawaii or been to the area, I know a lot of people like with military background or families that come from the military, they've been stationed there, and they can give me all of like the local food options and the local businesses, to which I would really appreciate. So if you have any recommendations, I'm all ears. Just type those in the comments, and I will look into them for sure. And I really appreciate your participation in helping me out and on this trip. The moment I am actually videoing this, because I am trying to pace myself and not really overwhelm myself with like the packing and the preparation of the long flight, it is the beginning of April. And I am so excited. Like we leave in a couple weeks. Like I am just truly beyond excited to add this additional different content for you guys. I really feel like whenever you all are talking to me or like participate or message me or like befriend me on Instagram, like I truly do feel like we are just one small but just precious virtual family. And I just really appreciate you guys for, you know, coming along with me on all of our adventures. Like it truly does mean a lot. And I just hope that I just bring a smile to your face and into your family's home. And I'm just really excited for you all to come along with us. So I truly do hope that your bell notifications are on and that you are subscribed to the channel, because I really I'm excited for you all to come along with us. Truly I am. So if you've not yet liked the video, I would really appreciate it. If you are so excited for you all going to Hawaii with me, like the video. And I will see you on our packing vlog. I've got our resort wear, like I told you, and our mom-friendly bathing suits, which if I'm super awkward, go ahead and I'll apologize. But I got those, and then all of the vlogs coming from this trip. And then of course, we'll be right back at Disney World in May. So we will see you on the next one. Bye.